And here we are. It's the end of day 2 at E3. We are still live in the PlayStation booth. My voice is giving out. Thank God for tea and honey and lemon and all that stuff. That rejuvenated me a bit. But a really awesome day 2. Tons of great stuff.
Great day.
So much good stuff.
Yeah, like, Meredith, tell me, what was your favorite?
You know, honestly, I loved playing 100-foot robot golf with Justin.
Yes, that was so much fun.
And we finally get a segment together. We think you guys have been holding off because there was just so much awesomeness on one screen. But I was telling him in the segment, like, I get a little competitive in sports games. I came in last and couldn't care less. That game was so ridiculous, and Dan did not take it easy on us.
Yeah, we were with our good buddy Dan Teasdale, the creator of 100-Foot Robot Golf, and yeah, he did not take it easy on us. I managed to get one win in there, but yeah, thanks a lot, Dan.
I took third place maybe twice, and I still came in last place. But it doesn't matter. It's just such a, like, there is, yes, a very competitive golf portion to it, but you're also playing on the moon. And then at one point, you're playing through water. Yeah, I played as that character. She's in high heels.
Any golf game where it's L1 to use your homing missile,
yes.
That is a golf game.
Yep. You can blow up buildings. And then what we realize at the end is that if you get there first and you actually get to the hole first and you've already done, what Justin started doing was he already sunk his putt, so he just started running around and like creating melee and like slamming into people, pushing buildings on top of the hole so you can't actually get to it.
That's smart.
One interesting technique is that you can actually block the ball. If somebody takes a shot, you can fly in front of their ball and knock it down.
Or throw a building in front of it.
You could do that to your own ball too. If you like overshoot, you can say, oh, and you can run ahead, fly ahead, you stand in front of your ball before it flies off the edge and block it from falling in.
Yeah. I think we got a golf game I'm really excited for here, quite frankly.
It was a lot of fun. And we played first of the hole wins, which is what was kind of like the crazy madness of it all. But you actually can play like turn by turn with an actual, fairway and be nice about it. But most of the time, I was just like, I can't even see my ball because there's so many explosions and buildings in the way. I will say that moon level was hard.
Yeah. It was. There's a level on the moon. And the gravity is low, and your ball goes flying when you hit it.
Really slowly, too. It's like... Oh, it's so. And fairways are blue on the moon.
Okay.
Did not know that.
That's fair.
Yep.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. No, that was a really fun game. I can see why, even not in VR, although I can't wait to try it in VR. Even as a PS4 game, I would play the heck out of that game. That was great.
Carboni, what's a highlight for you?
I want to talk to you about a game called Everything. I want to talk to you about a game by David O'Reilly where everything in the universe is a playable character. That was insane. We started as a deer, we turned into a tree, we went down subatomic, we were controlling islands, we were controlling planets, everything is a playable character. Pull back from the planet, control a galaxy. Why not? Then at the end, the greatest of all the playable characters showed up. A floating head of Shuhei Yoshida. And what's amazing is every character in everything you're seeing right now, that's how all the characters walk. Is they flip around like that. Every character can speak to one another. Every character can mate by dancing with characters of the other. So there are.
Look at Shuhei.
So the way we created those Shuheis is there were 2 Shuhei heads, and we had them talk to each other, dance around in a circle. And as they were dancing, they got so happy that other Shuhei heads started manifesting.
Oh my goodness!
It's just how it works in the real world.
Yeah.
David O'Reilly's a genius.
It's a Shuniverse.
It was brilliant.
It's a Shuniverse. I love that.
It was brilliant, and the number of things that you can become and be, and the passage of time in the universe is real. So as you go up and you become a planet and you're doing things on a galactic scale, when you zoom back down into a continent, all of a sudden civilizations have grown. There are cities now, there are people.
Oh, wow.
And you become the buildings in the cities and the cars in the cities. And you make the cars dance and have little baby cars. This is
Look at these Shuhei heads.
so
They're going
great.
nuts.
Look at that. How do you not want to play that game?
Amazing.
It's so beautiful.
What if we just showed that for the next 16 hours? What if that was E3 Day 3?
I mean, that's everything right there.
I would watch it.
I would watch it.
Yeah, of course you would. So that was
well, good
definitely
news. That's our
news for me.
programming for
Right.
tomorrow. We're all taking the day off.
Spoiler alert.
Wow.
How about you, Justin?
Yeah, try and top that, Justin.
I mean, Pyre. I could top that with Supergiant Games coming back to talk about Pyre,
Love
which
those guys.
is amazing. I'm a huge fan of Supergiant Games. I loved Bastion. I love Transistor so much. I played it like 3 times. Pyre is this really weird new game, very much a departure from the stuff they usually do. They've kind of invented a new sport. for Pyre, and it's really weird. This gameplay that you see right here, it's 3-on-3. You have like a heavy character, a medium character, a light character, and you have to decide which one to use to carry this thing to the opponent's goal. It's really very strategic, very interesting, a lot of fun to play.
This is nuts.
But that's,
yeah, it's crazy.
But it's
cool.
not just this, right? It's also an adventure game. It's a role-playing game. The sports are just part of it.
That's only like the action-y part of the game. There's also everything in between where you have to decide what to do with the days that you have to get where you need to go. You have to decide whether you're going to study, whether you're going to train your teammates, different ways to progress there, and then that will then manifest when you're playing in the rights, as they call them. And plus, the game has that super giant flair, the beautiful visuals, the incredible music by Darren Korb, incredible. I did confirm that the narrator in this game is Logan Cunningham, the same guy who did the voice of the Transistor and
the narrator in
Bastion. So yeah, he is. I could not believe that it was him doing the same voice of the narrator in Pyre because it's so different. Like apparently that guy has just ridiculous range.
That's amazing.
But yeah, Pyre looks incredible. How about you, Sid?
You know, I got to go with Ed Boon. He's an old friend of mine. I've been a Mortal Kombat fan for 1 billion years. Yes, that franchise has been around for that long. And Injustice 2, looking really, really sick. Ed showed up actually with a surprise, which was a playable build of the game. So we got to get some new footage out of that.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
I think they did first time playable here at E3. This is 2 new characters. I forget the name. Gorilla Grunt, I think.
Gorilla Grunt, yeah, from the Flash.
The guy on the right is the Atrocitus.
Atrocitus.
Great names.
Close enough.
And the game just looks stellar. I mean, Injustice 1 was a favorite of mine. Injustice 2 just kind of.
Did you get some details out of Ed about this sort of character progression and gear system that's in here?
Yeah, so it's basically a lot like you might see in an RPG game. So maybe if you're Batman, maybe you get a new pair of boots or a new cape that lets you take less block damage or lets you inflict more damage with your Batarang.
Okay.
And it kind of on and on and on from there. I mean, as you can imagine, there's a lot of permutations. There's a lot of different variables. I had a separate discussion with him a couple days ago, and he said, look, we're going to have a tournament mode too. Don't worry about it. If you're in the pro scene, like we're going to make sure everything's balanced. This isn't going to impact that. But if you're playing online, it's the kind of thing, I mean, most games get better with loot, right?
Yeah.
Why not fighting games?
Yeah.
So it's looking good. NetherRealm really still hitting it out of the park. I'm a big fan of them. And the story mode, he keeps teasing, saying it's going to be really something special. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, right?
Yeah. And that's not it. We got a whole nother day to go.
Whole nother day.
Whole nother day of E3 all day long here at the PlayStation LiveCast.
So ready.
So are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
You just want to stay here. Just camp right here. Sleep right here.
We're going to sleep here. We're going to put on that Shuhei universe to lull me to sleep. I want to go to sleep to spinning Shuheis, wake up to spinning Shuheis.
Live your life.
Totally
to
rested.
Shuheis.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
So remember, that is day 3. We're starting as soon as the floor opens tomorrow, and we will be here all day until the close of E3. A3 is not where we are.
A3 is not where we are.
I'm not as ready and energized as I said I was. It's fine. But be sure to come right back here to live.playstation.com tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.